Do you remember I snogged my own stalker on a night out with you?
Can I just say it wasn't me?
We were in the Royal Oak on Columbia Road on New Year's Eve. This guy came in and said, hey, Josh, and like said hi to Josh. And Josh was like, oh, you're right, mate. And then sort of like gave him a hug. And he ended up kind of chatting to us for a bit. And we were really drunk. And then he was sort of chatting me up a bit. And I snogged him outside the pub. And then he gave me, hang on, let me get this right. I gave him my number. And then he was like, oh, can I come back to yours? I was like, no, I'm really drunk or whatever. And then went home. And then the next day, I got a call from him, and it said whatever his name was. I'm going to change it. It said like Dave Hinge or something. And it turns out it was a guy that I'd met on an app like a year before and then never gone on a date with because he was so intense and stalkerish, and he'd looked up like everything I'd ever done, and he knew certain things about me that were like, you know, I'd maybe said once somewhere very briefly, but you know, like he'd really, and I it freaked me out, so I didn't do anything. But then this was like a year later, and that's why I already had his number in my phone, and I was like, oh my God, it's that guy. But because I never met up with him in real life, I'd never seen him. And then I immediately rang Josh and was like, your mate was really weird with me. Like, how do you know him? And he went, I don't know him. He said, hi, Josh. And I just assumed that.
I just thought I knew him.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at remembering
so
faces.
He just
so
thought,
I was like, oh,
and
then what I do is I overcompensate.
Yeah, I do that too.
Because I feel like I'm being rude.
Exactly.
So I'm like, how's it going? How's the job? And like,
hey,
Dad.
But
it was weird because he said to me, he was like, oh, who's that? And I went, that's my mate Alex. He went, if I give you 500 quid, can I talk to her? And I